Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining me. This video is for fire signs for the month of January 2021. We made it, we're in 2021. So let's take a look at your month ahead fire signs. We're gonna start with the important dates. We are in Capricorn season right now. Capricorn is ruled by Earth. And then later in the month, we're going to switch to Aquarius season, which is ruled by air. So if you are a Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, sun, moon, or rising, you are in the right place. So like I said, we're going to take a look at your important dates first. So we just had a full moon in Cancer at the very end of December on the 29th. So you're probably going to still be feeling those effects into the beginning of January if you've been feeling a little bit more emotional or having a tendency to want to nurture or really pay attention to your home. That's probably why. So the first, obviously, is New Year's Day. Welcome to the new year. Welcome to 2021. Many blessings to everyone as we start this new cycle. Then the next important date I'm going to note is the 12th. And this is the new moon in Capricorn. So like I said, Capricorn is ruled by Earth. And this is going to bring up themes of success. So how do you activate your success, or how are you conflicted in like achieving success? So this is going to be the time for really reviewing and looking at how you feel about or where you feel like you need improvements with and around success. And then the next date that I'm going to bring up is the 19th, which is when we switch from Capricorn season into Aquarius season. And like I was saying earlier, Capricorn's ruled by Earth, Aquarius is ruled by air. So Aquarius is also symbolized by the water bearer. Capricorn's the sea goat, in case you were wondering. And then on the 28th, we'll see the full moon in Leo. And this is going to bring up themes around your creativity and how does your personal creativity support the collective. Ooh, and then on the 30th, guess what? Mercury is going retrograde on the last day of the month. So, and just remember that we usually start the shadow period for that about 2 weeks before. So this is the first Mercury retrograde of the year, everybody. Fingers crossed it's not too severe. All right, fire signs, those are your important days. Looking at the moon phases of January. So now let's take a look at your month ahead by week air signs. Or I'm sorry, fire signs. Wrong video already. So, what does this month look like? We're going to pull 2 cards for each week. See what the beginning and the end of your week looks like for the month of January 2021. And keep in mind, this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. All right, fire signs. Let's see what your first card of the month is. You got the 7 of Cups with, the Queen of Cups into the 4 of Cups. Oh, jumper already. Into the 6 of Cups A lot of cups already, fire signs. A lot of emotions going to be coming up into play for you fire signs for the first, looks like 2 weeks of January. Then we have the Three of Pentacles to start off the 3rd week. And then we have the Seven of Swords. Oh, and then we have the Nine of Pentacles to begin the 4th week. That's how you're going to start Aquarius season. And then we have the Fool to finish your month off, fire signs. So let's take a look at things. Looks like your beginning of the month, fire signs, you're starting off with the Seven of Cups. Things could feel a little confusing or a little cloudy, hazy. Maybe there's a lot of uncertainty, maybe a lot of emotional, like, the word that's coming forward is distortion. So if you're feeling kind of out of it, out of whack, overly emotional, Seven of Cups, that's why. You could also find it really hard to make decisions the first couple of days of January. So if you have like a big decision to make, I'm hearing don't do it the first couple of days of January, fire signs. Kind of like let this haze burn off. Try to, I'm hearing to work with selenite, do a lot of like clearing and cleansing type of activity or ritual just to help lift that fog, basically. So this is the beginning of your month, first couple of days, which isn't a bad place to begin the year out with, like kind of clearing out, cleaning out, but being very, I don't want to say like you're not going to be making decisions. So what's the opposite of that? Like being more reflective, and really kind of contemplating what it is that you would, what do you need to make these decisions about? You know, like what is it? Maybe you don't feel right about something. Maybe you need to sleep on something. Just give yourself some time and some space. So, and I really do feel like that's possible for you the first couple of days of the month. Usually things are really a lot quieter around, you know, the turn of the new year. So just give yourself some time and some space for whatever it is that you need. Okay, by the end of the first week, we have the Queen of Cups here for you fire signs. I feel like this is going to be a time of activation, but because it's coming through as the Queen of Cups, it's going to be on that emotional, psychic, more spiritual level. So maybe that cloud really starts to lift, or the fog starts to lift, or what you need to lift that fog that I'm seeing the beginning of the first couple of days that you're entering into this new year with. Maybe what you need to do is some meditation, work with some crystals, just be really gentle and really nurturing on yourself and allow those emotions to come up if you're feeling more emotionally charged still, okay? Fire signs, so just give yourself the space, let yourself expand, try not to judge yourself. But yeah, the Queen of Cups is that energy that you're going to find yourself flowing into. So you have so many cups here the first 2 weeks. Like I was saying, I think this is going to be a highly like emotional time for you fire signs, but I'm hearing that it's really good. Like these things need to come up, like really working with water element. Make sure you're drinking a lot of water. Maybe go take a walk by a body of water. If you can, maybe take a swim or take a bath or something like that. But really use or bring water into your rituals. But what I'm hearing for you fire signs is really using water these first couple of weeks in a nourishing way for you, okay? So if you need to cry or if you need to be more emotional, things like that, really honor what's coming up for you. I know my moon is in Leo, so when I'm emotional, I need space to myself, you know, like I need to really just focus on me and take care of me and make sure that I'm getting adequate time just with myself. Okay, let's go into the second week. We have the Four of Cups here. I feel like the beginning of the second week, you could be feeling a little bit like, okay, there's still going to be like a little bit of a slowdown here for you fire signs, this more contemplative energy that I was talking about. But fire signs, I feel like you're going to start getting a little like bored with this energy. So focus on activities that are going to keep you still reflective, still contemplative, like looking at things more like journaling, reading, researching, writing, meditating more quiet, more restful, more reflective activities. But I know I just feel like some of you are going to start to get bored. And this, I totally get it, fire signs. So maybe try and mix it up for yourself a little bit. Maybe try going someplace that you haven't been, out in nature, or just try a new method of like, or creative outlet to really like bring that idea of like an active meditation in for you. I'm not saying this is like an active time to be making decisions or going places and doing things that are like, I mean, I just told you to go find maybe someplace new in nature, but that's not what I mean. You know, I'm talking more quiet, more restful, more nurturing, more healing activities. But it's like that fire energy for you fire signs, you really, it's sometimes a little bit more difficult to like slow down in that regard, but that's the energy of the beginning of the second week for you fire signs, okay? So I'm sorry if it's starting to get a little mundane. This energy is shifting you into a place of inner focus to really expand your compassion for yourself first, fire signs. That's what this energy is really working towards. And it's important for you to really feel that inner compassion, that inner love, that inner harmony for yourself, fire signs, because then I see for you at the end of the second week, then you're going to be able to put that same energy that you're generating for yourself, that compassion, that love, that nurturing, work with some rose quartz or morganite, or mangano calcite, pink things I'm hearing for you fire signs. But by the end of that second week, you're going to be able to express that in your relationships, okay? Because you have given yourself the proper emotional space, because you have given yourself the more quiet, introspective time, and you've started accessing your compassion for yourself, you're going to be able to bring that into your relationships with others. Okay? It's more nurturing vibes. It's more growth and companionship and love and really seeing eye to eye in this really way that you're accessing that inner compassion through yourself to your other people, to your community. Some of you also might get new pets, or have something go on there with animals in your life at the the end of the second week of January. So animal energy is definitely coming into play for you the second week. You might have like maybe your pet gets sick or something like that, and you might have to access that compassion for them as well. But yeah, animal activity, something's going to go on with the animals the second week, okay? Then the beginning of the third week, we have the Three of Pentacles. That's kind of an appropriate. Three of Pentacles starts off the third week of January. So this is about foundation. This is about really getting your money, your finances, your wealth in order. But in a way that is foundational, in a way that's supportive, in a way that is like taking the fear out of beginning to organize your money or address any issues with money. This is also a good time, I'm hearing, for you fire signs to do any ancestral clearing or healing of ancestral trauma, especially around money and finances. I'm also hearing that this might be the time that if there is a stimulus check coming, like, or extra money coming in, I feel like that is going to be around the time that it's going to, we're fire signs, that you're going to start seeing a little bit of extra or unexpected income come in around the beginning of the third week. And it might be a really good time for this money to be coming in because it's providing like an experience for your family, or it's like really well timed that this money is coming in. It might be synchronistic. It's like if you were thinking about investing but didn't know if you had enough, there's like extra coming in to like kind of help give you that push into if you want to do it or not. Okay, then we have the Seven of Swords for the end of, this is actually the end of the third week. It's also the end of Capricorn season. This is a time of really cutting cords, cutting ties, like doing the deep inner work. I'm hearing some shadow work might be coming up for some of you at this time. But really using that kind of grounded energy of Capricorn to like know what it is, like being confident and knowing what it is that you need to go after within yourself or within your outer world that is really causing you imbalance or disharmony. Okay. And then we start off Aquarius season in the beginning of the fourth week with the Nine of Pentacles for you fire signs. I love this card. I think of this card as the Lakshmi card. This is a sign of wealth and prosperity and abundance and a really easy, gentle, like flow state. So good things coming in, more wealth, more abundance, and just heightened vibration around that. So like I was saying, that ancestral trauma or clearing work, that is that energy that's available to you at the beginning of the third week. I feel like you're going to begin to see that kind of really coming into play or working basically as you're able to attract lots of money, I'm hearing. So just stay in your flow, fire signs. Abundance and wealth and prosperity, you're going to see more of that coming in towards the end of the month. So if the beginning of the month is really the time for you to focus on your emotions, and by the end of the month, fire signs, I feel like you're going to start seeing more work or more opportunities for financial activation to come your way. And then to close off the month, the last month, or the last couple of days of the first month of 2021 is the Fool. There's some stuff that followed you from 2020. It's all good, but I feel like your real reset, fire signs, is going to be at the end of the month here, okay? Like, there's some things that you're still working on emotionally that you're bringing into 2021 with you, and that's fine, fire signs. If you don't feel like you got the reset at the beginning of the month because you were in it with something, that's going to have processed by the end of the month for you, and you're going to feel like the end of the month is your new beginning. Okay, fire signs? So now let's take a look at your goddess for the month, fire signs. Let's see what goddess would like to come forward for you with a message for this new month and this new year. Oh, well, you got two. You got Dana, High Priestess, and Aphrodite, Inner Goddess. I love these two cards. You're the High Priestess, you're the Inner Goddess. So maybe a lot of this emotional work that you're doing the beginning of the month is to really get in touch with your high vibe intuitive side, fire signs. So Dana, the High Priestess, says you have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teachings. And Aphrodite says, awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. So those are your goddesses for the month. Two wanted to come forward for you, fire signs. Now let's take a look at your Ascended Master message for the month, fire signs. Let's see what Ascended Master would like to come forward for fire signs for this month. Oh, energy healing, fire signs. Yeah. Get you some energy healing. Do energy healing on yourself. Get energy healing. Move energy. Like I was saying, that Seven of Swords coming in at the end of the third week, cutting those cords, releasing attachments, healing that energy from the past, doing that ancestral trauma and clearing work. Energy work. That is energy work. All right. One last card. Let's take a look at your romance angel. Your romance, your love card for the month, fire signs, is healing family issues. I say no more. Going back to that beginning of the third week, ancestral trauma, healing, anything that comes up around that, or letting it come up, even asking for help around that, any of that, just starting the process, digging deeper into the process. Maybe it's all about some inner child work for you that's going to do the trick, but healing family issues is your love card for the month of January 2020. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. If you would like a one-on-one reading for yourself, you can do so at any time. You can book a reading on my website at tarotbymegan.com. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch. I'm Tarot by Megan everywhere. It's even my Gmail, tarotbymegan@gmail.com. So I hope you have a wonderful January 2021, fire signs. And drop me a comment below if you have any questions or want to add anything. And I'll see you in February. Bye, fire signs.